Hey guys, it's Manda. Welcome back to my channel. We have a very different video today. You may be wondering, podcast? Are you doing a podcast? Is this a podcast? No. Could be. I've always wanted to do a podcast, but this is me just doing. I spend too much time in my head thinking, analyzing, and I got such a special response from you guys on my last vlog when I was talking about Steele. Everything was like about Steele. A couple of girls DM'd me after because of the advice that I had given. It seemed that you guys really wanted to hear more about the process of running a clothing brand, launching it from scratch, pretty much, all on my own, having to hire people, finally got a team. This would be ideal for me. I would love to just sit, press record, and chit chat and talk about all of the stuff I have learned from this experience of leaving my partners who fully invested into my brand, ran everything, and then deciding to just take it back and do it on my own with no fashion schooling or anything. If you guys have been here for a long time, yes, I'm Makeup by Mandy 24, but the true reason why I started my YouTube channel is because I wanted to be a fashion designer and I would look up how to sew on YouTube. That's how I found fashion videos and then I found the beauty community. A little trivia there. So this is what I'm truly passionate about. And with the motherhood content, here's what I came to the conclusion on. The way that the comments felt on my video that was all about Steele and wanting to know more and wanting to have more of this focus, I was like, wait, let me go look at my other videos and see if I had that response and connection with my viewers. And honestly, it's more. On my motherhood videos, I feel like it impacts some women or whatever you get from watching vlog. If it's to just ease your mind, to relate with someone, to be motivated, whatever it is. And a lot of the people that watched me really, really young on YouTube, they also just like to see me as a mother. It's just kind of crazy. I don't love sharing guy in my videos. Like I do when it's natural. You guys all have your own opinions on it. Mine is a little bit different because I was a child on the internet and that's how I've made everything that I have in my life. So I feel a little bit different. It's less about that. I just want to talk about fashion. That's what I want to do. That's what my passion is. And I give myself slack, grace for all that time as well. You can imagine it kind of takes a while for you to really settle into yourself and your own new version of yourself after becoming a mother, especially in the earliest days. And I believe it should be like this. That's just what your life is. It's just your child. It's beautiful. Unfortunately, there was a lot of not beautiful things that have happened around that time. So the content I was making, it was just like me surviving, me staying afloat, me having to continue with this life path I chose. I don't know how to say this any other way. I was just surviving. Sometimes it would be get a video up because I feel like that is the responsible thing to do. Some of it is like, this is genuinely what is going on in my life and what I have to talk about. And if I need to talk about something else, then I can't talk at all. Giving myself grace for the whole figuring myself out thing. I have done so much soul searching. My frontal lobe developed. I say that like it was like a flex or something. No, it hurts. So everything's different. I'm 25, frontal lobe developed, major life changes. And really what I've noticed as truth recently, there's no original experiences. Not even in the way that you normally hear people say that, in the way of tell me I'm crazy, or if you've kind of felt this too, let me know. Life, reality is getting out of this world. You think life can't get any crazier, and it does. And it's more like, are you kidding me? It's hard to be like shocked anymore. I'm in my world thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going through this. This is so hard. How do I get out? I can't relate to anyone. If I talk about this, I'm going to sound like a crazy person. But no, I might be going through something, and then I see someone else online like come out about something and I'm like, whoa, like her too? Don't want to go too woo woo. But there is a collective consciousness. I've been noticing this for like the past 3 years, maybe four, probably since 2020. I think everything changed in 2020. I digress. I get proven over and over again when I think that something I'm experiencing in my life, something new, something transformational, something that I'm thinking is unique to me. A week later, so and so is talking about the same thing or the same thing happened. Coincidence? Weird? I don't know. Then time goes on more and new topics come up, new conversations within us all, new conversations we're having online. Mostly, I don't know. That's my life. I'm online. There'll be a whole new topic of discussion. And I'm like, what? I've lived this. So I guess what I was saying, I was not living my life to the fullest, being authentically me, because I felt like things in my life were so crazy and insane that no one would understand. And this is also something just deep within me. That's part of me. I've always felt misunderstood. That's why I went to you guys. So a big life lesson I'm learning currently is kind of about that, where I have so much I want to say and so much I want to share, and I want to make an impact, and I want to be out there. I want to be contributing something positive to the world. Me thinking that no one will understand me makes me overthink everything and then just freeze and not do anything. And then I see like a month later, we're talking about this stuff, open and honest. People understand because we are all way more connected than it seems. And I honestly, it's really hitting me right now, like hard right now, how long that I've been seeing this pattern. And it's been so clear. Amanda, don't try to fit in. Don't worry if people don't understand. Speak your truth. Yes, girl. Basically, since I came back, where I was like, guys, I'm back. I just need to talk to the camera. There's so much going on inside. That's still true. Exactly that. We're just taking it a little bit farther because you guys inspired me after the comments from my last video. Okay, so you mean to tell me I can just yap about fashion and life and business and how to be a girl boss? And we're like hanging out and we just chit chat and discuss the same things while also helping women be their most powerful, confident, successful self. Say less. So I'm not going to dive into all of the more educational stuff, the clothing brand production business in this video. The point is that I'm putting myself out there. And if you guys like this, then easy. I hate gatekeepers. What do you mean? Are you that insecure that if you share your resources, someone's going to do better than you? Okay, if you don't believe in yourself, just say so. I have an insane drive and thirst for knowledge and learning. I've just now started to embrace that part of me and really love it. I just have so much fun learning how to do things. If you're not one of those people, you probably wouldn't be watching this video. But when I talk about the things that I've learned, all for the goal of owning and running a successful fashion business and being a fashion designer, talking about that stuff is what gives me energy and gives me that. I could talk about this stuff forever. I love it. I do it every day. I'm so thankful that this is my job, even though like this is my job. My clothing brand is my passion, but I would love to make it my job too. You know what I mean? It's been 15 years. I'm not going anywhere. You saw me have a baby. But to be able to create something really big and successful and impactful in fashion is my dream, where it's not just ideas and thoughts, wishing. There's one thing I came on this earth to do. It is to not do any other job but my passion. Seriously, this is my job because it's my passion, and Steele is also my passion, but it's not quite a lucrative passion at this point. But I believe in it, and what I've learned so far is so hard, so much, and you have to fail a lot and learn a lot from your mistakes, and mistakes are expensive. You know, sometimes when it comes to running a business and you could put all your money into something and then just not do it well. I take every situation, every error, mistake, mishap from a place of gratitude, for real. Like, not even just like saying that to be like, I'm just really grateful for things that go wrong in my life. I learn my lessons through living them. If I can make a mistake and learn immediately from that mistake and not make it ever again, that's just the process. That's the process for me. Not everyone's the same. Some people, for example, like my sister's like this, she could listen to someone say, hey, I made this mistake. This is what happened when I did that. So you shouldn't do that. She'd be like, oh, wow, good to know. I shouldn't do that. There's just different people in this world, and there's room and space and love for all of them. I've realized in this first attempt that it is important for me to have some sort of talking point guideline structure for this and not just talking, because I will never finish one story. Sorry if this was not giving you. No, I'm not sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. You know why? Because it is 2025 and we are women. We're taking our power back and we need to stop apologizing for everything. That is something that is hard for me. Like it just comes out like, oh, I'm sorry. No, stop being sorry. Excuse the production quality. I just had to press record and start. Bear with me. Give me some kind, constructive criticism. No, don't give me any criticism. Don't, please. I'm a Leo. Don't do that, please. Kidding. Give me some feedback. Throughout the past couple years that were definitely the most traumatic of my life, knock on wood. Going through the things that I did, it really made me dive deep into meaning of life kind of vibe. Spirituality, quantum physics, anything, books, astrology. Please make me make sense of all of this so I can do something about it, so I can understand what I'm doing wrong, so it can stop and things can get a little bit easier, please. So I'd say 2025, end of 2024, this is my healing, deep healing era. What I've discovered and what tools I've discovered to help me on this journey have been so, so helpful. I'm gonna tell you this now, if anyone hasn't understood this yet. If you start to recognize patterns in your life, I hope it's okay that I'm not looking directly at the camera. That just feels a little bit weird to me. If you're seeing patterns of relationships or things with your job, or things that go wrong in your life, and it's the same thing over and over again, babes, the sooner you dig deep into that and figure out where that's coming from and how to heal that, the longer it's going to take you to live a peaceful life. You just will keep having those lessons over and over and over until you decide you're going to stop it and you're going to change it. And that to me makes the biggest difference between someone who is a victim of life versus someone who succeeds in life, you know, in whatever way that might mean to you. What time it is? Time for our sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. You guys like eat me up over my integrations for this. You're like, you're going so deep, so hard. I think it's fun. Like, I'm asking ChatGPT for shadow work journal prompts. So when BetterHelp is like, dig deep into this, let's dig deep. We're talking about generational cultural stigma around mental health and therapy. And I totally get this. I have very liberal parents, but even then, they don't appear to feel like there's any stigma or there's any judgment or shame attached to seeking therapy. It is literally just like so deep down a part of their core beliefs. I'll tell you my story. If you guys are familiar with my sister, she's been here obviously since the beginning. She's older than me. We're very different. We are best friends or just like this. We are each other's favorite people, but we are very different. My parents had a hard time with my sister. It was not an easy ride for them. No sleep. It was just she wasn't a baby that wanted to sleep. And they both were so difficult that they did not intend on having a second child. Here I am. I am described by my family as a child, as a baby, as easy and like I just wanted to go in my own bed. Like I didn't care. Like put me down. I want to go to sleep. The complete opposite experience for them. So this is what they have in their head. Lauren, this is what we know about her. This is how she was as a baby. This is who she is. This is her identity as she grows up. This is her Amanda, this is how she was. She's so different. She's so calm and she's fine. Like she doesn't even need all the attention that the other daughter needs. She's got it. I'm glad I could be that relief for my parents, but it might do something to you. Almost like your feelings don't really matter because they're not as severe as the other child's. Yeah, girl, we'll get deep. Imagine the confusion when I have all of these emotions that I never learned how to name, manage, sit with. Like, of course, I'm gonna implode. That's where my mommy came in and signed me up for therapy, started the video call, and put the laptop on my lap. So, you know, everyone's experience is unique, but also we're all connected in a way, and there is no original experience. But I get it. A lot of people very close to me in my life come from cultures where simply expressing any concern for your mental health equals there's something wrong with you. You're sick and you're unwell, like poor you. It sounds crazy to say, but it's literally true in some cultures, in some families. We don't need to shame our parents or the older generations that have these negative beliefs about mental health and therapy. It's their first time living life too. It was a different time. Things that they needed to care about or the values that they felt were important for them during that time, lots of beliefs were pushed onto them. We're lucky now that we have access to so much stuff that it's a little bit harder to like be like, this is what is right in the world and we all agree, because you can just go online and like see, oh, there's other discussions about this and actually a lot of other people think otherwise. At that time, that's what they took in, that's what the beliefs are for reasons of keeping them safe, maybe for belonging. Over time, like these are solid. Like they are just core beliefs. And when new ideas come up and conversations come up that contradict what their beliefs are, maybe if I was 60 years old, I'd be like, sorry, I'm done. I'm done doing all of this. I believe what I believe. It is the most necessary for those people who grew up in a super stigmatized environment for them to actually start therapy, to make a change and dig a little bit deeper and break the pattern. If any of this sounds familiar, you're not alone. 62% of adults believe societal attitudes discourage people from seeking mental health help. If you do resonate with that, I really feel for you and I'm very sorry. It is important for people to break the cycle. Be okay with doing things a little bit different than our family did before we came along. It's about evolution, right? So kind of like the point. Anyway, despite growing up in an era of mental health awareness, 37% of Gen Z believes that those who seek therapy are mentally weak. But Gen Z, come on, I thought we were better than this. So in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, BetterHelp is sponsoring this video, and I'm working with them to stop the stigma around mental health support and encourage more people to get support from a licensed therapist. Please. Therapists listen, ask questions, and help you see things from new perspectives. They can give you advice and techniques to make positive changes in your life, and BetterHelp's mission is to make starting therapy as easy as possible. That too, accessibility is everything. If you think you could benefit from speaking with a licensed therapist, click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/steele to match with a therapist in as little as a couple days. Using my link also gets you 10% off your first month of therapy. Wee! Fun chat! I just chatted way too long. This is gonna take forever for me to edit. This was fun. This was freeing for me. I will work on structure. You guys work on letting me know what you think and what you want to see next. And going to therapy if you haven't not tried that out yet. I really hope this is the start of something new and exciting and amazing. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time.